Good morning. This is News Headlines, live from Wisdom Yard Television. I am Odunayo Adelere. Here are the news headlines. It's wrong blaming Tinubu for Stampedes, Omokri tells Obi. Passenger dies, others injured in Ogun Road accident. Now the news in details. Former presidential aide Reno Omokri has cautioned former Labour Party presidential candidate Mr. Peter Obi against politicizing the recent fatal stampedes in parts of the country, calling it an exploitation of people's tragedy. Approximately 39 people were found dead in two separate stampedes in Okija, Anambra State and Maitama, Abuja on Saturday during food sharing event ahead of the Christmas festivities. The incident followed an earlier disaster in Ibadan, where 35 children tragically lost their lives in a similar stampede. Obi, in a tweet on his X handle, condemned the death in Ibadan, calling it a stark reflection of the nation's systematic failure. The devastating news of innocent children reportedly trampled to death during the Christmas celebration in Ibadan is both heart-wrenching and a stark reflection of the systematic failure that plagues our nation today, Obi wrote. He argued that the tragedy should prompt deep reflection and call for decisive action by leaders to prioritize policies addressing poverty, inequality, equitable resource access, and public safety standards, particularly at events involving children. However, Omokri, reacting on his X handle, accused Obi of being insensitive and of seeking to gain political leverage from the tragedy. He said, "One would have expected Mr. Peter Obi to have condoled with the families and moved on." Omokri further criticized Obi for attempting to blame the federal government, labeling the incident as global phenomenon. He pointed out that similar tragedies have recently occurred in the United States, South Africa, South Korea, Israel, and several European countries. He also reminded Obi of a similar incident that occurred during his tenure as governor of Anambra State in November 2013, when 28 people died in a stampede. Omokri claimed that Obi himself was at the scene and was accused by survivors of causing the stampede. It is hypocritical for a man under whom this event occurred to now use the Ibadan tragedy to stigmatize the Tinubu administration, Omokri said. He criticized Obi for not offering alternative solutions to the issues and instead using these tragedies to score political points. A 22-year-old passenger identified as Mariam Taiwo has been reported dead and two others injured in a road accident that happened along the Shagam-Ogijo Road, Ogun State. The accident occurred at about 3:40 p.m. on Sunday. Daily Post gathered that the lone crash, which involved an ash-colored Lexus 350 Jeep with the registration number KRD 858JR, driven by 28-year-old Ade Awodero Idris, took place near Network Hotel in Shotubo, Ogun State. The police PRO Omolola Odutola told Daily Post that the driver lost control of the steering and veered off the main road, causing the Jeep to flip into the bush. According to Odutola, the DPO of the Shotubo division, on getting the report, swiftly arrived at the scene. She stated that Miriam was taken to OOUTH Shagam, where she was confirmed dead, while the other injured victims, Sikiru Mushibao, age 26, and 22-year-old Damilola Olajuwon, who suffered severe head injuries, were promptly taken to Awal Hospital in Shotubo for urgent medical attention. She said the incident took place near the Network Hotel in Shotubo, Ogun State, and involved an ash-colored Lexus 350 Jeep with registration number KRD 858JR, driven by 28-year-old Ade Awodero Idris. As the vehicle reached the specific location, the driver lost control of the steering and veered off the main road, causing the Jeep to flip into the bushes. Two passengers, 26-year-old Sikiru Mushiba and 22-year-old Damilola Olajuwon, suffered serious head injuries and were promptly taken to Awal Hospital in Shotubo for medical attention. In contrast, 22-year-old Mariam Taiwo was found dead at the scene, and her body was transported to Osu Shagam, where the attending doctors confirmed her death. Odutola, while stating that the corpse has been preserved for further examination and autopsy, added that further investigations were underway to unravel incidents surrounding the death. Before the news comes to an end, here are the headlines once again. It's wrong blaming Tinubu for stampedes, Omokri tells Obi. Passenger dies, other injured in Ogun Road accident. Thank you for staying tuned. I am Odunayo Adelere.